So I want to talk about something here today in this last khutbah of this year's Ramadan. It's more important than Ramadan itself. And I say, wallahi wa billahi wa tallahi, the one who doesn't do this, he has no fast in Ramadan. And that is the importance of the salat. The man came into the masjid of the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam and he prayed 2 rakat. And he prayed very quickly. And then after praying those 2 rakat, he came and he said, Assalamu Alaikum ya Rasulullah. The Prophet said to him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Irja' fasalli, fannaka lam tusalli. Go back and pray, because you didn't pray. The man went back the second time, he prayed very quickly. He came and said, Assalamu alaikum ya Rasulullah. He said, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Go back and pray, you didn't pray. He went back a third time, he prayed very quickly. He came, Assalamu alaikum ya Rasulullah. He said, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Go back and pray, because you didn't pray. The man said, Ya Rasulullah, teach me, I don't know. And then the Nabi explained to him, if you want to make salah, make a good wudu. After making wudu, stand up and face the Qibla. Say Allahu Akbar. Read what's easy for you from the Quran. Say Allahu Akbar. Go into ruku' and take your time. And then come up and say Sami Allah liman hamida. And he went through the whole prayer. The point is, the man prayed. But according to the standard of the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he didn't pray. How many people, this is their condition? The very first thing Allah is going to ask you about, you, very first thing Yawm al-Qiyamah, when the person is standing there, Allah is going to ask him about his prayer. Anybody, everyone has to pray. The Muslim doesn't have an excuse. I don't have any water. The earth has been made a purifier. Make tayammum. The person says, but I'm not in the masjid. I'm not in the place of prayer. I'm in the university. Al-Islam says, you have to go and find a place to pray. Islam gave us a window of opportunity. If you can't pray right on time, you have to pray somewhere in between that time. The Muslim doesn't have a right. Even the Muslim doctor, his job is to do brain surgery, to do a heart transplant. It's going to take him 8 hours to do the operation. Al-Islam says to that doctor, you are allowed to combine Dhuhr and Asr. You are allowed to combine Maghrib and Isha. The salat is never taken off of the man. The man can't pray standing up. He has to pray sitting down. The person is paralyzed on his back. He has to pray on his back. Salat won't be taken off of you. During the time of the companions, if they knew you were a person who didn't give zakat, they made excuses for you. If they knew you were a person you were eating and not fasting, they said, maybe he's sick, maybe he's a traveler. If you were a person who didn't make hajj, they would make excuses. The lady doesn't wear hijab. The companions used to say, maybe she's a new Muslim, maybe she's from the desert, maybe she's a slave. But if the companion knew this person is not praying, the companion said, he's a kafir. There were no ifs and buts about it. That person is a kafir. And that's because of all of the ahadith of the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Al-ahdu alladhi baynana wa baynahum as-salat. Man tarakaha faqad kafara. The difference between us and those people, Sikhs, Hindus, Jews, Christians, atheists, agnostics, the difference between us and them is salat. Anyone who abandons it, he's a disbeliever. So I ask you people sitting here today, how many people do you know from your relatives, they don't pray? How many people do you know from your neighbors, they don't pray? How many people do you know from your wife's family, they don't pray? If the companions knew those individuals, they said, he's a munafiq, he's a kafir. Now look at us. Someone comes to you to marry your daughter, and you find out, does he drink khamr? If they say yes, he drinks khamr, you're going to say, you can't marry my daughter, and rightly so. But do we ask the question, does he pray? Does he pray? Wallahi, the one who doesn't pray is doing a bigger crime and sin than the one who's drinking khamr. But with us, the khamr is bigger than abandoning salat. Abandoning salat is kufr. Drinking khamr is a kabira from a kaba'ir, but it's not kufr. Everybody here, if we knew the man is drinking khamr, smoking crack, smoking weed, he wants to marry my daughter, we're going to say, wallahi, never. And rightly so. And I'm telling you, abandoning salat is bigger than that. But we don't ask that question. And if we found out he didn't pray, it's okay, because he has a good job.
أبدا لن نحيد، أبدا لن نحيد، أبدا لن نحيد عن خطى الإيمان. دربنا درب قويم، دربنا درب قويم بالهدى القرآني. أبدا